Good day, fam. You're welcome to another edition of Wellness Fashions. Today, we intend explaining the last. As we earlier promised that the last is going to be our next topic to be treated. The last is just a prototype of the leg that every individual carries. That is how the last looks like. Without the last, shoemaking profession is incomplete. And at the same time, with the presence of the last, shoemaker gets things done easily. It will be so much harder or hard for a shoemaker who inquire or who tells a customer to come around and bring his leg for last. It is not something appropriate and it's not something too right for a shoemaker to do. But for you to get your work done exactly and your work done perfectly, the presence of the last is one of those things that make shoemaking work a perfect work. And today, we shall be looking at a last that is used for both palm sandals. So in subsequent time to come, we'll look at that of the shoes, but today we are going to consider this. This has a bifunction. That's bifunction, or it functions in two ways. So it has two functions. It can function as a last for palm, and at the same time it can function as a last for sandal. And even for some shoes that are divers, loafers, this can also perform the function as a last for it. So, but for the frontal part, the way this last look like, that is the same way the front part of the either the loafers or either the divers, that is the same way it will look like. But for perfection, this is good for sandals and it is good for slippers. So this is what we are going to be treating today. This is a 42 lace. A 42 lace. And this 42 lace can actually function for three different sizes. So because sandal and palm soles is always in pairs, and I will show you what I mean by that. So what I mean by it can function or it can be used for three different sizes. This is a sole of 40. So whoever uses 40, 41, this sole is perfect for them. And if you can see the inside of the sole, that is where the measurement is written. And you can see we have size 40 and we have 41. So this last can function for that. At the same time, it can also function to perform the size of 42, 43. It can perform the function of 42. If you can look at this side, you see 42. If you look at this side, you see 42. And this side as well, you see 43. So it means the person who uses 42 can use this sole. And at the same time, someone who uses 43 can as well use this size. So this same last can function for 42, 43. And the last one, which is 44, 45. Don't forget, I said the sole is always in pairs. So we have 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So there are some companies that also produce 45, 46, 47 for those who have bigger legs. But those ones are not too common in market. That is not too common. If you look at this place, you see 44. and at the same time come this side, you see 45. So this last can perform these three function of these three different sizes. Now, how do I place my last to function in these three different uh, areas, or these three different sizes I've mentioned: 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So therein I explain a step by step on how to do that. Now for 40, 41, 40, 41, look at this. If you look at this, I have the insole having the same level with the last. This is 42 last, don't forget, a 42 last. So the frontal part, the insole and this last, they're having the same level. And come to the back, you certainly see that the last is beyond, or it goes beyond the sole. So in lasting a 40-41 upper ladder using a 42 last to last that, so what you need to do is that you ensure that the level of the frontal part of the last and the insole are of the same level. No one is going beyond the other. So this is the way you place it. This is the way you do the placement, and you put whatever you want to put on it for last, and you have a perfect lasting for 40-41. The same thing is applicable to 42-43. 42-43. Look at the frontal part. We have the insole and the last having the same level, the insole and the last having the same level. And if you come to the back, you certainly see that they are also occupying the same level. They are occupying the same level as well. They are occupying the same level as well. So it means the insole and the last, they are of the same size. They have the same size. So whatever you place on it is perfect for this. Perfect for this. Why? Because the insole and the last are of the same level in the front, and at the same time at the back they still occupy the same level. So whatever you last on it is much more perfect for a 42-43 size of slippers. And going to 44-45, don't forget the level in the front must tally with the last in the front as well. And come to the back, you certainly see the insole is more than the last. So in lasting a 44-45 leather on the sole for 45 using a last of 42, the front has to be this way. All sizes, your front must be considered. The frontal part of the last and the insole must be considered. Forget the back. But certainly, why we need to do this, or I need to explain this, is for you to know how to place a particular material you have to function for all sizes you want to do. So that is the essence of this class. If you can look at this is a 45 insole, and we have a last of 42 to last that. So what you need to do is make sure the frontal part of the insole and the frontal part of the last are in the same level. No one is going beyond the other. They must maintain the same level. They must maintain the same level. So whatever you place on this now is going to give you perfection for whoever wants to wear the slippers or the sandal. So that is what the last is meant for. So I think with the little explanation done, our followers out there will agree with me that no matter the circumstance, or no matter the the camping you have in producing whatever you produce, you should still make judicious use of the available materials you have in your custodies. At least there are so many persons out there that wishes to have all equipment, but even one they've not got. But you out there, you have got so many, but you still don't know how to make judicious use of them. So as an entrepreneur, you have to maximize the opportunity that is in your custody or in your disposal. So try as much as possible to always stay tuned to our channel, as we'll be bringing a step-by-step guide on how to be a perfect shoemaker. So that is an explanation on the last. That's an explanation on the last, which is last 42 to fit into 40, 41, at the same time to fit into 42, 43, and to conclude it 44, 45. So we appreciate your stay with Schoolness, and thank you very much for watching this clip. We promise to bring more and more of beneficial videos to how to become a perfect shoemaker in your own realm. And youth out there, don't forget, if you think a white collar job will come one day, there is every certainty that one might not even see it. But what will actually be of help and of good to you is how to be creative. Your creativity will never deny you of the opportunities out there. So thank you very much for always being there for Kunlex, and don't forget to subscribe, to comment, like, and follow on every of our channel. For our YouTube channel, we have Kunlex Fashions. For Instagram, we have Kunlex_fashions. For TikTok, we have we have Abdullahi Abdulkar 64. And every of our other channels like that, we still use the same nomenclature. Thank you very much for following Kunlex. We appreciate you a lot.